Good morning, explorers. I'm sorry that I didn't see you last night. Circumstances just were designed against me being live at 9 o'clock last night. I was on the phone with a client instead. Something had come up for them. So it's great to be here today, Friday. I hope you're looking forward to your weekends and your weeks have been good. We're going to explore our next assumption in NLP. And this assumption is, if it's possible in the world, it's possible for me. Now, why would this assumption be useful for you in your lives, in your businesses, in your careers, in your families, in the goals that you set your sights on to achieve? Well, one reason is we all have internal processes. There's a lot going on internally that is beyond our conscious awareness. It's in under the surface, and we also have blind spots. We all do. Even us, the psychological coaches of the world, we have our blind spots, and we have to work on not just what we're consciously aware of, but the unconscious processes that help us be who we are and show up to be our best selves every day. So a way to reveal your blind spots is pay attention to your behaviour. If you have audacious goals, if you have dreams and you have desires, and you've had that motivation, you've had that passion, you've had that drive, and you've done everything you can to get yourself there, and then you've started to notice the actions, the steps that you're taking, your behaviours towards your goals are not quite what they were. Paying attention to your behaviour can give you a clue that there's an unconscious process going on, a blind spot that you have that requires your attention to have you realigned with your goal, realigned with your mission, and check in with that. So what happens is when we are not taking the steps we'd expect to see of ourselves towards our goals, is we can start to experience sensations of being a little bit stuck, restricted in some way, feeling limited somehow. And what can happen when we experience this is that over time we can begin to believe that it's possible for everyone else, but it's not possible for me. And what happens is the mind starts to filter for, instead of how to achieve your goals unconsciously, because the conscious mind is the goal setter, the unconscious mind is the goal getter. So if you've started to believe it's not achievable, it's not attainable, and other people are succeeding and not you, then your mind will unconsciously start to filter for, sorry, saying my connection's weak here, I hope that you're getting this. Your unconscious mind will start to filter for the obstacles and the difficulties and all the reasons not to achieve your goal. You might not be consciously aware of that, but you'll experience it as some block or some barrier in one way or another. So it's important then, if you're feeling limited, constricted, restricted in some way towards your goals, that you apply this assumption from NLP. If it's possible in the world, it's possible for me. So here are my top tips on this. The very first top tip on how to get back to your possibilities, your potential, your passion, and achieve the things that really, really, really fire you up and drive you forward is, where's your focus? Energy flows where your focus goes. Is your focus on the problems and difficulties you're having in your life, in your businesses, in your projects every day? Or is your focus on the solutions? Sorry, you'll hear my dog playing with his collar in the background there. Is the focus on your solution? So the first thing to do is notice where your energy is now. Is your energy all about the problem and unpacking and understanding the problem? If it is, allow your to focus your energy on the solution instead. So when you shift your focus, number two, when you shift your focus to the solution, you apply this assumption. If it's possible in the world, it's possible for me. If someone else has achieved this goal, I can do it too. And take this assumption and help it drive you towards your outcome, drive you towards your goal. And just notice what assuming this does for you. I'm not asking you to believe that you can. I'm asking you, if you applied this assumption, how useful would it be to you in unsticking you, in unlocking your potential and driving you forward? And from my experience and the experience of all of my clients, when you apply these useful assumptions, they become like the beliefs of excellence. They take you to a whole other level of performance. So shift your focus there and 3 things happen. The first thing happens is your attitude becomes more positive. The second thing that happens is your mindset starts to be expansive and you see options and choices in front of you instead of blocks and barriers. The third thing that happens is your belief system catches up. Your belief in yourself becomes unlocked. It's almost like your belief in yourself is twisting a cap off a bottle. The more you apply your mind and your attitude to your success, as you twist the bottle and you hear the of belief coming out, getting louder, getting stronger, even bubbling out totally. So that's what happens. Your attitude, your mindset and your belief in yourself skyrocket to support you. So the third thing to do then, once these things have happened, is take action. Now, what action? What's the first step? Start thinking of those. The key thing is, ask yourself, if it's possible for me, it's only a matter of how, what will my first step be? And take action. Apply this assumption to your actions, to your attitude, to your mindset, to your actions. And then the fourth step is remind yourself of the usefulness of this assumption. Check in with it regularly. Where are you applying it? Where are you not applying it? That if you did, the benefits would show themselves and you would be back on purpose with more energy, focus, determination and commitment than ever before. The fifth and final point that I'd like to make to you is, because we are creatures of habit, because we are the sum total of our life experience to date, some patterns show up from time to time that repeat themselves through our life journey. If you experience a pattern of block, obstacles, being stuck or limited in some way as you get closer to your goals, it may be that there's such a deeply held unconscious core belief that you need a breakthrough. That takes us 8-9 hours of deep psychological, positive, powerful, solution-focused coaching that will unleash your potential, unlock that belief, take that cap off the bottle of your energy and purpose and allow you to continue to not just survive but thrive in all aspects of your life. So that's my invitation to you. Apply this assumption. If it's possible in the world, it's possible for me. It's just a matter of how. And notice what you notice when you apply it. You know how to get in touch with me. You can message me here, put any comments in the box. If you know of somebody who would really benefit from listening to this, please share it with them widely. And I will see you back here on Tuesday, usual time, 9 p.m. Bye for now. Have a good weekend.